Donoghue-Tamplin, and it's great to be with you. Today I'm talking about beginning again. So there's a saying that is, when one door opens, another one closes. It's never really that simple and clear cut though, is it? So, when a door closes, you feel like you're losing something, you're uncertain about the future, it feels like a huge risk. But if you don't fully close the door, then the other door doesn't really open. And then when a door opens, then there's all this terror about what next, how is this going to look, I don't know where it's going to go. So it's not as simple as one door opening, one door closing. Sometimes they don't even open and close at the same time. So the biggest thing you've got to do to adjust to this, and that is change. That is just change in your life, and it's a process. So the biggest thing that you can do to adjust, to cope with this, is to identify the fears you've got, both about the closing door and about the opening door. Understand those fears and then work with them. Don't work against them. So know what they are and then address them in some way. You've also got to look at the positives and negatives of both sides of the door closing and the opening door. Recognize that the change is temporary and that soon you'll feel comfortable with the new path that you're on. But initially there's an adjustment period of coping with that change. Additionally, change is something we need to get good at. It happens over and over again in our lives. I've had lots of changes in my life, but they're never comfortable to start with, but it is important for growth that we're able to cope with them and we can work with them. I think acknowledging as well as part of that door closing that there is a loss involved, right? That there's a sadness about what you got from that, even if it seems superficially that it was a terrible place you're in. There were still some things about it that you'll miss, that will be, you wish were in the new door that you're opening, the new path that you're going on. So I think even just acknowledging that that's a part of the change process. There's a sadness and a loss involved, as well as the fear about the future. I think the better you get, the more experience you get at change, even if it's just basic, simple change, the better you get at handling the bigger changes. So mix it up a bit, change your coffee, change some things, do some things differently, so you get more and more experience at coping with that little period of, discomfort until you get to the place where you feel that stuff is more familiar. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, the process is very similar. So you can apply the skills you learn in the smaller changes to the bigger ones just as easily. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.